Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Design Time Reviews. I'm Benjamin Krudwig, and normally on an episode of Design Time, I give you a rundown of what I'm working on, what projects I'm doing, so on and so forth. However, for this, I don't have that because A, I've been busy with a bunch of other projects. I have not been able to get a new tutorial filmed, and I also have not really gotten any work done on the knitwear design project that I've been working on. So it's been a little bit crazy between the holidays late last year and some jobs that I've picked up this year. I've had to prioritize some things a little bit differently. But I've been putting this off a little bit too long. I've been trying to get to know the app a little bit more, as well as just I wanted to be able to do this product justice. So, without further ado, I was approached by the Knitcompanion app creator to do a review of this app. And I'm really, really excited to do this. You might notice I have a nice clean screen right here. You can't really see this at all, but that's fine. So, what this is, it's an app that you can use for your knit projects. You can even use it for crochet projects. It's really pretty simple to do it for that as well. Pretty much any PDF that you have that you need to follow, you can use with this app. It is available on iOS and Android, so that means whether you have an Apple product like I do, or you have something, some sort of Android device, you can find it in both of those app stores. Historically, I have not been one who is super keen on apps for my knitting projects because at least the ones that were available back in the day, I'd say about 5 to 10 years ago, um, those particular apps were not super functional. So I didn't use them. I was able to really track stuff on paper with pen a little bit easier than I could with the app. However, I believe that's actually all changed now with this particular app. So there's 3 different sections when you first open this app. You have local, Ravelry, and Dropbox. So you can see up at the very top, and I believe you'll be able to see my cursor, the local, maybe, I don't know if you can see it. If you can't, I'll check the replay. So there's local, Ravelry, and Dropbox. Um, Local is the projects that you're working on. If we move over to Ravelry, you can actually link up your Ravelry account. So it will show you all of your purchases that you've made on Ravelry, whatever is in your library. So I have the Great Northern Knits early check-in things. I have the Handbrake Cowl by KF Jones from the Bakery Bears podcast. You have the Hermione's Everyday Socks, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty much whatever you've saved to your library. So it's not like everything that you've ever bought. It is some stuff that you've had to have saved. You also can link up your Dropbox. I don't use Dropbox personally, but you can link up your Dropbox. So if you're somebody who is pulling PDFs from multiple sources and you like to save them to your Dropbox for any sort of safety reason, it's really easy for you to then be able to just pull your PDFs from there. So I'm going to show you what you can do. When you're in your library and you say you want to do a project, and I'll just do the same thing that I did when I started recording this, and I realized that I was doing it the completely wrong way, and I was being silly. So I'm going to be smart now. So you can click on one of your patterns, and what it'll do is it will load it up, essentially. It will pull the PDF information from it. And what that will then do is when you go to local, it will like basically fill in a space, and it'll have your PDF here. So what I can then do is say start a project. So I'm just going to type in Benjamin Pulsar. And this is a free pattern, by the way, so it's also my pattern, so I have the rights to it. But you can find this on my Ravelry store for free. It's a knit pattern that I really, really love. I think it's really versatile. There's a lot of great projects out there. So the first thing that you'll notice is there is a marker in the middle here. So some projects or some PDFs have the column 1 and column 2. I think this just helps give you a nice vertical representation of that. But it also has this highlighter right here that you can move up and down. Now on my pattern here, it's only a 2-pager, and you access the pages by this top bar here, and I can go from page 1 to page 2. All right, and what I can do is say I'm on row 1, I can bring my highlighter right to that row. And I find this really, really helpful personally. Again, a lot of the apps before were not as friendly. I am going to move this out of the way since it's not necessary. But I'm able to really just look and see, okay, I'm on row 1. Again, this is the setup row, so it's not really that difficult. But then I can move to row 2, and I know exactly what I need to do on row 2. If you want, so there's an essentials, and then there's a beyond the essentials. You can, as you can see it scroll through, you have hands-free, join parts, custom markers, etc. And you can upgrade to a higher level to unlock those features. So I don't have that. However, you can certainly do that. You also have counters on the bottom here. So there are 6 of them that are different colors. So perhaps say you have an increase counter and also a row counter. So you can use various colors. That way you can make sure that you're keeping track of the right repeat. And if you press it down and hold, you can open it up here and edit it. So you can go back to 0 if you've had to frog your project, or if you have to frog just 2 rows, you can go back 2 counts very, very easily. So actually, let's get it up to like 5. And I can hold it down again. And if I just need to go back 1, I can hit the back 1 button. Or I can hit the second button, which recounts all the way back to 0. So the second button that I just clicked, it's the one that opens so you can add notes. So say you make an adjustment to the pattern, or I don't know, in the middle you're thinking, oh, maybe I'm going to use this yarn. You can add that in here. So say I might be using like Anzula, except of course squishy. You can put notes like that in as well. So, and then you can hide it just by doing that. Then you can make it a little bit cleaner by popping the 2 squares. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but you can click that button. It makes it a little bit cleaner looking. It hides some of the things. And then you can look at just the PDF itself if you would like to by clicking on the little Adobe part. So you need to upgrade in order to do the edit button and also the setup. So basically for the base level app, you can put your PDFs in here and then use it to knit and keep track of your patterns. I believe that, again, the apps in the past were very clunky. This is the one that has felt the most like using a pen and pencil to keep track of. I love that. It's very, very hard to make a mistake on here as well. So you can't really accidentally back your counter, which I've definitely done on some of the previous apps that I've seen where you might bump it and it takes it back. You actually have to intentionally go into the counter and click on the back button in order to change it. So I find that extremely helpful. It helps prevent more user error. This test project comes in the pattern, so I feel fine sharing this part. So this is one where you can see that center marker is really, really helpful for you to be able to track the middle section. And again, you can move the highlighter as you knit, which I love. Again, you can bring this right into the middle and it shows you everything that you need. So I would highly recommend this app. If you're a person who prefers paper and pencil, that's fine. Keep doing what you're doing. But if you are someone who has been disappointed in the past with apps but are still interested in an app, definitely check out the Knitcompanion app. Again, was fairly skeptical at first until I started poking around with it and playing with it. I am thinking also about how I design now. So I would love to be able to create patterns that fit this format a little bit better. So making sure that things are on one row so the highlighter can capture all of it. Yeah, you can, oh, this is the other thing I should mention. So Create to Thrive is the main website for the Knitcompanion app, and you can actually buy patterns from them as well. So there were some really gorgeous patterns I searched through. I think I can actually get there. Oh, cancel. If you go to Help and Support, it'll go to knitcompanion.com. And then if you click on Shop, you can see there's so many patterns in here and some really cute ones too. I love the Himani hat and the cottage shawl in particular. There was one, yes, the Snowy Day blanket. I think this is gorgeous, and I don't normally knit other people's patterns. It's just something like I have issues sometimes with staying focused on other people's patterns. It's not that I don't think that they're amazing, I just get really design antsy. But this is one that I could really see myself knitting. So I would highly recommend pulling any of these, especially if you are some of the folk who've had issues with patterns on Ravelry with the new redesign. This is another place you can see some really gorgeous pieces. Yeah, I love these. So I'm not exactly sure who all the designers are. Some of these look really familiar to me. However, it's something that if you are a designer, you might reach out to them, the Knitcompanion people, and see how you might be able to offer yours here on this app. I'm not sure if that's possible, but you can certainly try. So yeah, again, I'm really impressed with this app. There's a lot of options when you are in the settings section here. So you can do small images or large images. I like large. My eyesight is fine. I do wear contacts. I do correct my vision. So, if I didn't have that, the large would be really helpful. There's grid or list view, depending on if I like images. So I like to be able to see an image right away and go, yes, I need that one. Depending on the name or the date, again, I prefer name because that's how I think of patterns. But if it's for you, if it's the date in which you downloaded it, it might be easier for you to do it that way. You can change the color. Maybe that's only in the upgradable parts. If you do want to upgrade, here we are. The Essentials only is $9.99 for a full year, which is, I think, actually pretty reasonable for an app that has so many capabilities. However, if you want more, you have the Setup and Essentials, which is the most popular, and that's $20 a year. You can get a free 7-day trial, so if you want to try it out and see if this is right for you. You can use that one. And if you end up liking it, then you can do a full year-long subscription. So again, it's the Knitcompanion app. You can download it directly from their website or from the App Store. It was really, really easy download for me. I enjoyed it. And again, let's see if I'm gonna see if I can zoom in for you. So this is what the app looks like. Again, it's like a little grid with a little ball of yarn, and it says Knitcompanion. So make sure that you are getting that app. There's a lot of apps out there that are not related to this, so you just want to be sure. So please, if you like this kind of video and you have products that you would like me to review, please contact me. You can find my business email, I believe, in the widgets below. Yeah, you should be able to find it in there. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have products that you would like me to review for you. I will review equipment, yarn, apps, whatever it might be, as long as it's within the fiber arts or textile arts realm. I won't review anything else on this channel just because it's not right for my audience. But yes, also if you like this video and would like to see more content like it, please hit that like button, subscribe. You know the drill. Please do the things. I know that about like 90 or 80 to 90% of my audience is not subscribed to my channel, and that's normal, I guess, but it would really help me if you do subscribe. And I will try to get more tutorials out shortly. I just need to kind of reconfigure my schedule. So thank you all so, so much for watching. Happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy making. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.